Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
Welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Oh, man, it was some fabulous weather out there. I'm not going to lie. It was good. We did have some windy weather out there this afternoon, but that didn't take much away from the day. It was still beautiful out there, and temperatures in the low 80s, but a lot of wind, and you've got the lower humidity, which made for a really nice afternoon and evening. Well, also on that low humidity note, just be careful. It's kind of dry out there. And with the wind kind of continuing at times, you could have a fire going real quick. So I know one of the guys said, "Don't let your meemaws throw the cigarette out on the side of the road." That was funny. Yeah, I can definitely envision that, living here in the South. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our seasonal outlook. So let's see if anything's getting any better. Not really. We've got a D1 drought over the southern half to abnormally dry, D0 to D1. But we've got the severe drought now, including Jackson over to Parsons, Savannah. It extends up into the Camden, Paris, over to Dyersburg, Ridgely. You can see Dyer, all of those areas in there. A good portion of Crockett included there in that D2 extreme drought. Well, let's go ahead and take a look here and see if we've got any good luck in our future. Not a whole lot. I mean, we're showing slightly above average. That's the light green area through West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, but we would actually like to see some more. We need to see some rain, but at least it is, the outlook is for above normal precipitation here in the next 6 to 10 day outlook. Let's go ahead and take a look at our current weather. It is nice out there right now, 72 degrees. Mostly clear skies right now in Savannah. Still a little bit of a wind at 7 miles per hour out of the south-southeast. Jackson coming in at 75 with a south-southwest wind at about 7 miles per hour. And in Kenton, you can see a few clouds in the sky, but also some breaks in those clouds. Lovely night here, 77 degrees. And then as we look at Paris, coming in at 73, good visibility out there. You can see for several miles, but we do have a little bit of patchy rain and a few thunderstorms just off to the west of us. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But here's our local temperatures, a little warmer to the northwest, a little cooler down near the Tennessee River, where it's 72 right now. In Savannah, 75 in Bolivar. We've got 75 in Summerville. Ripley coming in at 77, as well as Ridgely and Dyersburg, Dresden, Trenton, and then Alamo checking in at 75 right now. Huntington and Paris coming in at 73. Our winds are pretty much out of the south right now. They're not as high as they were earlier today. We were up to 30 miles per hour at times. Now, highest gust over in Ridgely at about 25 miles per hour this hour. All right, let's take a look at our radar. Not a whole lot, but we do have a couple of little thunderstorms near Bearden, Arkansas, and those are kind of fizzling out. But as we pan back here, you can see some more powerful storms down around East Texas. But that's kind of a little boundary there. It's not very strong, but that boundary is going to be coming over us as we go through the overnight hours, and there could very well be a few spotty showers and thunderstorms into Monday morning. So just be aware of that. Right now, though, it's looking really good out there. I'm not seeing any precipitation in the immediate area, but surface mount for Monday shows enough of these little areas coming in. We could have a thunderstorm during the morning to the afternoon hours there. So chances are going to be at around 40 to 50% odds there, but nothing that looks real organized in our area as far as any severe weather. Looking off to the west, you can see it's over Texas and then back way up over into places like Wisconsin, over to Minnesota, those areas. But right now we're looking just fine. Looking off the west again for Tuesday, you can see that slight risk out there to the northwest of us. And then as we kind of skip ahead, because this is going to be the nearest severe weather outlook once we get beyond that, here's Wednesday. It's a 15% risk. This is kind of in the long range here. And that's it. That's the closest outlook that I see middle of the week. However, we know that some of that energy may try to break down and move over West Tennessee about Thursday. But right now, not anticipating a big deal. In fact, we've had a lot of near misses lately, but we just have struggled to get some rain in here. All right, let's take a look at our future cast. We'll let it do a revamp there. Here we go. Running forward, you can see not a whole lot going on, but it's in the morning hours, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. You can see we do have a few patchy areas of rain, and some of that could be some thunder right on into the afternoon. A few very widespread areas there, but nothing that looks concerning at all. It's mainly garden variety. Here's a look at our overnight planner. So we do have the thunderstorms symbol there on the 6 a.m. time. Its odds are going to be about 30%. By about 6 a.m. in the morning. So don't be surprised if you do get a thunderstorm or two. The hourly forecast shows that can happen anytime, mainly from midnight into the afternoon tomorrow, midnight tonight through the afternoon tomorrow. That's why we got those little thunderstorms on there. In the hourly will drop down to about 67 degrees by around the bus stop time. Again, just be on the lookout. Might have a little isolated storm get in here by then. Again, nothing that looks too concerning. And then in the afternoon as well, highs go up to 82 as the bus rolls in at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and our daytime high will be 83. Chances of rain as we head into Monday, close to 50%. Overnight low 67. We're up to upper 80s on Tuesday. It's going to start to feel a little more hot as the humidity will crank up a little bit midweek. 33% we've got there for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I think that's going to be our best shot at some showers and storms. But right now, it doesn't look severe. We'll keep a very close watch on it. But right now, it just looks like a few scattered storms. Comes in Thursday afternoon. We're kind of nearing the 60% odds chance there, 81. And then we're just going to jump on up to about 90 as we go into Friday. And there will be a chance of showers and storms through next weekend, too. We've been anticipating that it was probably going to get a little more unsettled in the weather as we go into next week. That's a look at your update. Have a great rest of the night, everyone.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.